happens. Yes. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. This meeting is now in session. I would like to ask everyone to please rise for the pledge. And Mr. Lander, would you like to lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible. Please seats.
I think we're finished now.
Okay. Is there anyone who thought they signed up online that we didn't, whose name didn't come up? On non-agenda? Do you want to go ahead and come up? Thank you. And please just announce your name, since we don't have a record at the moment.
My name is Valerie Smith, and I am a grandparent of 2 Arlington County students. They were Wakefield High School. I have one who's a graduate and one who is a potential graduate. And my concern that I had wanted to have addressed was the at-risk students. And the question that I wish to raise to this board.
Do you mind? I think you might be signed up under academic performance update.
Okay, all right.
Do you think that's the key? Yeah, I think you're the next item.
I'm the next
action. Yes. Thank you so much. Sorry for the confusion. Normally, and for consistency, this is not a point in our school board meeting when school board members make comments. That's for consistency. Different topics can come to us during non-agenda, and we want to be fair to all. However, there's one board member who has asked to have the floor to comment, and I'd like to recognize Mr. Lander.
Thank you. I appreciate Madam Chair and my colleagues accommodating me. Just a couple quick minutes. I want to first thank everyone who came out to speak, and the folks who will speak later this evening. We as a board listen to and welcome citizen comment. Recently we had a large group of students come speak to us about diversity. We had a conversation about boundary and inclusion. And so as we continue to evolve as a community, as a society, one of the challenges that's always difficult is people say they want diversity, they want inclusion until they hear something that they don't like. And so, as I said, I thank all of the speakers from the various points of view that were articulated this evening. And I am a graduate of the University of Virginia. I'm also a veteran of the United States Navy. And on a more personal note, I would like to ask us not to take our eye off of the ball. Conversations about swastikas and white nationalists and racists, for most people, are easy to denounce and repudiate. But as we talk about history and we talk about the difficult conversation about race in a country that has had its ebbs and flows, its ups and downs, and a painful discussion about relationships between people of different backgrounds, different religions, and sexual orientations, is one that challenges us to look inside and to face our own fears and challenge ourselves with our known and unknown biases. And I bring that up because as I've been on the board longer than anyone here, the conversation about Washington Lee name change is not a new one. We get letters and information from community members every year about the name change. I personally, not as a board member, but as a black man who lives in Arlington, hadn't focused on the name of Washington Lee because, unfortunately, I'm concerned about our young men and girls in Arlington public schools of color who face dangers every day when they walk out the door. And for our young people who have been so passionately energized this week because of what happened in Charlottesville, I applaud you. When I was in college, Rodney King was beaten and it was taped on TV. And today we're still seeing young black men killed by the police, unarmed, shot in the back, reaching for their license. The challenges and the conversations about race is one that we need to have as a community. It should be a thoughtful one. It should be one where we keep our eyes and our ears open and listen to people who think differently than us. We will, as our board chair articulated, have a thoughtful conversation about name changes. But don't focus too much on the names of buildings and streets. Our young people need our guidance and our advice and our examples and thoughtful dialogue about how we talk about Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. And if we want to teach history, let's start with Paul Lewis, Lawrence Dunbar, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Ossie Davis, Paul Robeson, El-Hajj Malik Shabazz. There's a number of folks who aren't in your history books, and we have conversations about teaching, educate our children to be more inclusive and more thoughtful and more tolerant of one another, because we're not the same society we were in 1924, and we're not the same society we were when I was in college back in the 1990s. So I just want to bring it up because we tend to get a flood of emails when there's a failed leadership or something recent that happens. We get emails every year in Washington. Listen to us. We're trying to educate our children. We're growing 1,000 students a year. We're trying to build. So we're going to have a thoughtful process. We won't have a knee-jerk reaction to name change, but it will be a thoughtful dialogue. I hope after I transition off the board, I continue to be a part of it and the liaison of the facility. So if we have emails, forward them to the board chair so she can read them and deal with them. But I just don't want us to take our eye off of the ball and the children who are looking to us for examples. And we can have a thoughtful conversation, and we will, about naming schools beyond just Washington Lee and all the other stuff, but there's a lot of history that's not being told. Let's start telling that. I did not know about the swastika symbol in India, so now I got to educate on my cell phone and learn about that. That is what we're in the business of doing. We're an education system, and I thank you again for the diverse points of view. We want to hear from people who don't think like this. That's how we educate ourselves. So I thank my colleagues again for an opportunity to put this forward. We've been having this discussion behind the scenes, and our chair made a very clear and articulate statement about how we're going to move forward. So I just want to reassure everyone that we will have this, but we will not do it in a knee-jerk reaction or based on something that just happened last week, because that's not thoughtful. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lander. Thank you, Mr. Lander, and I do want to confirm that all emails are shared with the full board, and we do read them. We are going to have to move on with our agenda, but I think I have one more board member who would like the floor for just a few comments, and then we'll move on with our meeting agenda.
Thank you, and thank you to my colleague, Mr. Lander, for his articulate and heartfelt remarks. I just want to make a few comments specifically about what the chair spoke of earlier tonight on establishing a naming committee for and developing criteria for our schools. So the violence that motivated this action and the sentiments that motivated this action and the causes that motivated this action should not motivate snap decisions by elected officials. Developing a policy to guide naming of schools needs well-informed and reflective deliberation. Because of the issues that the chair spoke of, specifically how do we manifest today's community values, an effort to develop naming criteria and guidelines must have the broadest reach. There must be an opportunity to hear every voice. Parents, students, teachers, alumni, non-alumni, historians, non-APS affiliated community members, people from all stripes and backgrounds. Everyone must offer their thoughts about the image we want for our schools, because those will be the legacies that this community will have to live with. To me, the overriding pedagogical question that this group must address is how do we treat history that's uncomfortable? history that does not conform to today's mores? Do we teach it? Do we acknowledge that it's part of the diverse influences that made our society what it is today? Or do we sweep it into the back room of the museum? It's very, very important that we do this right, or we're going to keep doing it over and over again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Eventually, all songs merge into one, and a rhythm runs through it. The rhythm was kept by the world's greatest drum major for justice, and runs in a syncopated beat over robes from the choir rooms of time. On some of the robes are timeless teardrops. Under the robes are the songs, and some of the voices are theirs, until justice flows like waters, and righteousness like a mighty stream. We are haunted by those baptismal waters. And they all sang a hymn and went away. Non incautus futuri is the motto of Washington and Lee University, not unmindful of the future. My name is Major Mike Webb, and I am running for U.S. Congress. Next year, in Jerusalem, in liberty, with honor and excellence, the South shall rise again. Honest.
This advertisement was authorized by Mike Webb.